Think about how often you use the word video. You watch videos, share videos, edit videos, and maybe even create them. It's one of those words that feels completely modern, something born alongside smartphones, streaming platforms, and the internet. But here's the twist. The word video is actually much older than YouTube, older than television as we know it, and even older than electricity-powered screens. So today we'll uncover, where did the word video come from? And how did a word rooted in ancient language become one of the most important terms in our digital lives? To understand that, we need to go back, not just decades, but thousands of years. Let's get into it, right here, on History of Simple Things. The word video comes from the ancient language of Latin, the same language that gave us words like audio, visual, and vision. In Latin, video is a verb. It literally means I see. It comes from the verb videre, which means to see or to perceive visually. So when someone in ancient Rome said video, they weren't talking about a clip or a recording, they were simply saying, I see. This might sound surprising, but it actually makes perfect sense. The modern word video still carries that core idea, something that involves seeing. It's also closely related to other English words you already know. Vision, visible, evidence, and even provide all trace their roots back to this same Latin origin. They all revolve around the concept of sight, what can be seen, observed, or shown. Now here's where things get interesting. In the modern world, we often hear video paired with another word, audio. Audio comes from a different Latin verb, udire, meaning to hear. So while video means I see, audio means I hear. Together they form a perfect pair, seeing and hearing, the two main ways we experience media. But this pairing didn't really take off until technology made it possible to record and play back both images and sound. Before that, these words existed separately, mostly in academic or linguistic contexts. Once devices could capture moving images and sound, people needed clear terms to describe them. Audio and video were already there, waiting to be repurposed. The modern use of the word video didn't emerge until the 20th century. As technologies like television and recording equipment began to develop, people needed a way to describe visual signals and moving images. That's when video was adopted as a technical term. In early usage, video referred to the visual component of a broadcast signal, the part you see as opposed to the audio, which is what you hear. Engineers and scientists use the term to distinguish between these two types of information. So originally, video wasn't about content like movies or clips. It was more about the signal itself, the transmission of images. It was only later that the word expanded to mean the actual recordings we watch today. As television became more common in households, the word video slowly moved from technical jargon into everyday language. People began to associate video with the images displayed on their screens. Then came home video systems, VHS tapes, camcorders, and video rental stores. Suddenly, video wasn't just something engineers talked about. It was something families interacted with daily. You didn't just watch television anymore, you watched videos. This shift was subtle but important. The word evolved from describing a process to describing a product. By the time the internet arrived, video had fully transformed into the word we know today. A piece of visual media you can watch anytime, anywhere. Then came the digital age and everything changed. Platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram turned video into one of the most dominant forms of communication in the world. Today, video isn't just entertainment. It's education, marketing, storytelling, and even personal expression. Entire careers are built around creating videos. And yet, every time someone says video, they're unknowingly using a word that once simply meant "I see." That ancient meaning still fits surprisingly well. When you watch a video, you are quite literally seeing something, just as the Romans described thousands of years ago. The journey of the word video is a great example of how language evolves. Words don't stay fixed. They shift, adapt, and take on new meanings as technology and culture change. A simple Latin verb can become a technical term, then a household word, and eventually a global concept. What's fascinating is how little the core meaning has changed. Even after thousands of years, video is still about sight. The context has changed, from human perception to digital media, but the essence remains the same. This is why so many modern tech terms sound oddly classical. Many of them borrow from Latin or Greek because those languages provide roots that are flexible, descriptive, and timeless. Video isn't alone in this transformation. Think about the word camera. It comes from the Latin phrase camera obscura, meaning dark chamber. Originally, it referred to a simple optical device. Today, it's something you carry in your pocket, or screen, which once referred to a physical barrier or shield, and now refers to the displays we stare at for hours every day. Even broadcast originally had nothing to do with media. It meant scattering seeds over a wide area. Now it describes transmitting information to a large audience. These examples show how language constantly adapts to fit new inventions and ideas. So the next time you press play on a video, take a second to think about the word itself. You're not just watching a clip, you're participating in a linguistic journey that started thousands of years ago. A simple Latin verb spoken by people in ancient times has become one of the defining words of the digital age. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.